How confident is the team, Anthony Yarde and you, in winning, coming out victorious, in all the way in Russia? Not in the Emirates Stadium, not in the Copper Box,
yes.
Russia, and it's not even in Moscow.
Yes.
It's somewhere in a remote area, the village.
It's the village of Russia.
How confident are you going there, knowing you're going there for the first time? This is a totally new experience.
Well, I don't think you need to really ask Tunde Ajayi about confidence, because this is not something, well, I'm not changing the way I've spoke or speaking differently from the way I've spoke from the very beginning. I've always been confident. I've always said I believe Anthony Yarde is a special boxer, a special talent, one that is going to wave the flag for himself and this country for many years to come. We got big dreams, both of us, and this is part of the dream. The opponent makes no difference. The venue makes no difference. The country makes no difference. The belt makes no difference, because we're cleaning every belt. WBO, WBC, IBF, and WBA. All belts will belong to us. So confidence is not something that we're lacking. Never have lacked, never will lack. We're rolling up there. Listen to me, we're rolling up there. we're going to Russia just like it's another day in the office. And that's what it is, it's another day in the office. Pressure is only something that you put on yourself. There is no pressure. We've prepared for this day since 2015. In fact, prior to that, because Anthony was training with me as an amateur. So the mindset that I've trained Anthony and everyone I've ever trained is that you're a world champion from the start. So there's no pressure, and we're extremely confident.
Okay. There's a gulf of gap between what Anthony Yarde has faced before and Kovalev in quality. Well, let's just talk about the ratio.
Yes.
Okay, let's talk about numbers. Numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie. Anthony Yarde hasn't faced an opponent with a 60% knockout ratio before, so we don't know how he could take a punch.
Okay, that's interesting.
What do you say? He's never fought, you know what I mean?
Okay, what's Kovalev's knockout ratio?
It's got about 74%.
How long? Say again?
74. Alright, so yes.
And Anthony's never faced no one with a knockout ratio over 60.
Yes.
Okay, so what's Kovalev's knockout ratio? What's the highest knockout ratio of a person he's ever fought?
I don't know that stats.
Okay, has Kovalev ever fought? What's Anthony Yarde's knockout ratio? Come on, tell me. I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Anthony Yarde's knockout ratio is 94%. So, let me ask you a question. Has Kovalev ever fought anyone with a 94% knockout ratio? You come out. I'm the master genius. Everything is time. Everything is time.
But he's faced Andre Ward.
He ain't fought no one. Andre Ward. Excuse me. Can Andre Ward punch? No, he can't. I'm just being honest.
But he's got a high boxing IQ. He hasn't lost.
But is he a puncher? No, he's not. And that's no disrespect. I'm not downplaying his achievements in the squared circle. No. But anyway, let's put Andre Ward to a side. Has Sergey Kovalev ever fought anyone with a 94% KO ratio? I'm waiting.
Well, like I said, some of those opponents, if you fought the same opponent as
let me tell you something.
Anthony Yarde fought.
If Anthony Yarde fought the guys Kovalev has KO'd, he would have KO'd them in half the time. That's the difference. So don't worry about opponents. You can't say he's full of pure puncher, because that's what Andy is. So we're gonna find out on August the 24th whether Sergey Kovalev can deal with a man that can turn your lights out in one punch. Yes, sir.
Well, today, I thought I came prepared. I'm all up, trying to
When you
attack
come
you.
with me, you have to come with facts.
Okay.
Don't let the chain fool you.
Yeah. Okay.
I
Okay.
live boxing. I love boxing.
All right.
And, you
All
know,
right.
Behind all the smiles,
Yeah.
the jokes,
Yeah.
the Instagram posts,
Yeah.
it's the only thing I want in my life.
Yeah.
Boxing. I love the sport, and I love every aspect of the sport. And I'm going to be here for a long time.
Can I ask you one question? Nothing to do with Anthony Yarde. If O.R. Davies was still with you, if he never left, would he have become a world champion?
Well, we're not here to talk about O'Hara. That's it. Every man writes their own destiny. Always my son. I love him. I was just giving him some advice the other day.
Yeah.
I love him. I literally love O'Hara. You know, and I'm always gonna be here for him regardless. No one knows the future. All we can do is set out with a goal in mind, and then work like hell to achieve. So O'Hara's story is not over yet, and I still think he's going to be a world champion.
One thing I've got to actually highlight is O.R. Davies, Anthony Yarde.
Yes.
Both of them, did you train them while they were amateurs?
Yes.
So you've got a system. I'm starting to see now. You've had a couple of guys.
Yes.
They had a very short career as an amateur. They did very well. They did lose in the amateurs.
Who?
What did Anthony Yarde lose in the amateurs?
One fight.
One fight. Okay. Between him and O.R. Davies, they only had one loss.
Yes.
Albeit they only had like limited amount of amateurs. But when they turned pro,
Yes.
they made such a mark for, in respect to the sort of experience they've actually had.
Yes.
That's a big statement, would you say?
Absolutely. I created something, and regardless of what anyone wants to say, look at us. Look at all of us. We're at the top of the mountain. Make no mistakes about that. This is the top of the mountain.
Yeah.
You're hearing a sentence with the names Canelo Alvarez, Sergey Kovalev, and Anthony Yarde. That, my friend, is big. There ain't nowhere else to go. So whatever it is I've done, whatever it is Anthony's done, whatever it is we're doing, it works. And that's what people need to understand.
Yeah. I'll just leave it as this.
Yes.
O.R. Davies, Anthony Yarde, collectively as amateurs,
Yes.
they had less than 40 fights, and they've done remarkably well so far in the pro ranks for what they've done. What they haven't even, they didn't even get schooled that much in terms of experience. But you must have brought something to the table to make them achieve. And for that, I'm not going to call you a genius yet, but I want to call you. Well, I can't say that yet.
No matter what you say.
Okay. I just want to wait.
The suggestion you make to yourself is more important and more powerful than the suggestion of others. I am a genius.
Yeah.
It don't matter what you say.
Well,
and the facts speak for themselves.
On the 25th of August,
it's not the date.
I want to. Yes. Okay.
Feelings, then action.
Okay.
The thought comes before the action.
Okay.
That thought was born in my mind 20 years ago.
Yeah.
The belief has always been with me. The action you're about to see, live on BT Sports, ESPN, 24th of August.
If you do win.
You don't make me split my drink.
Okay. 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 When you
Let's
do
finish
it.
this conversation.
Okay. No. When you do win, do you think the likes of Canelo will be knocking at your door?
One fight at a time.
Okay.
I will never look at the next fight. I'll stay focused. That's the key.
Did that affect you with all this? You might not fight or not fight.
Not at all. Not at all. You see, you don't change. That's why it's important to always start as you mean to go on. Train like a world champion from the beginning. Have the mindset of a champion from the beginning. And so that when you really do get there, or if you eventually get there, business. And that's always been the way I've done things.
Uncle Tunde, thanks for your time. I know this is the proper time of camp, and you saved some time for me.
You're the last. No more interviews.
Okay.
From now to the fight.
Okay.
Unless it's obligatory.
Okay. Well, thank you, sir, and all the best on the 24th of August.
Yes, sir.
In Russia.